Hello, my lovely Ghanaian viewers and all viewers across the continent. This is Studio Stools TV, and as always, I'm your host, Grandmaster, and this be V.A.R. Uncovered. You know, say V.A.R. Uncovered for some time now as the Qatar trends take over. I damn it down a bit, but today I bring them back for you. V.A.R. Uncovered be the program where it speak your mind, it speak my mind, it speak what it did your heart inside, it speak what it did my heart inside concerning the Ghanaian football confraternity, the Ghanaian football society, and everything Ghanaian football. So make you no go nowhere. Just after this break, I go make you understand why today I did my Blackstars jersey. I go make you understand why the national team make at the have sleepless nights. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Breakthrough for Manchester City. One man's missile ball coming up with smiling. Oh! Just slipped it.
Welcome back from the commercial break. This is still V.A.R. Uncovered, and you know I am a host, Grandmaster. Make I take you go straight into my first news for the day. Make you no be surprised. This be the Blackstars 2022 26-man squad. Make I mention them again. Make I make you understand why I bring you this news today. So make we go. Danlad Ibrahim, Asante Kotoko, Lawrence Atizigi, FC St. Gallen, Manaf Nuruddin, Kas Upen, Abdul Babaraman, Reading FC, Gideon Mensah, AJ Oze, Dennis Odoe, Club Rouge, Tariq Lamptey, Brighton and Hove Albion, Alidou Seydou, Clermont Foot, Alexander Djikou, FC Strasbourg, Mohamed Salisu, Southampton, Daniel Amate, Leicester City, Joseph Addo, Celta Vigo, Thomas Partey, Arsenal, Daniel Kofichre, Freiburg, Salis Abdel Samed, Lens, Mohamed Kudus, Ayas, Elisha Owusu, Gent, Kamal Sowa, Club Rouge, Andre Ayew, Al Sadd, Jordan Ayew, Crystal Palace, Inaki Kweku Williams, Athletic Club, Antoine Semenyo, Bristol City, Efriye Daniel Banier, Hearts of Oak, Osman Bukari, Red Star Belgrade, Fatau Ishawaku, Sporting CP, Kamadin Suleiman, Stade Rennes. So this be the 26-man squad where Ghana projects for the World Cup. And as you already know the news, FIFA said this squad be the youngest squad for the World Cup. This squad be the purposeful squad for the World Cup. So this is the squad the Ghanaian nationals and the Ghanaian national team chose to represent the Ghanaian nation at the World Cup. Were you satisfied? Yes, no, nobody cares. Was I myself satisfied? Yes, no, nobody cares. But regardless, this be the team we take to the World Cup. This be the team where they're supposed to raise the flag of Ghana high. So this be the boys where we present to Qatar to represent the motherland at the Mundial. Make I go my next news inside. So the Blackstars, I don't want to make you people understand something. I don't make you people see the extent of damage you caused the national. I don't want to make you see the extent of damage you caused to Ghanaians. Watch this video, then understand how the climaxing engagements and enjoyments were cut short by the national team. This be the excitement to cut them short. We get banger for the Xmas. We get banger for the Christmas. We get somewhere in the project the nation. We get somewhere in the project Starboy Kudus. We get somewhere in the agenda be say it go sell the national team. Coach Otto Addo, if you sleep, you defeat the sleep. After the World Cup, watch what it go on from our background. Watch how you disappoint Ghanaians. If nobody won't tell you, I won't tell you, say you fail. Nobody be bold enough to tell you. I won't tell you, say you fail. If I get your number one-on-one, I go call you and then tell you, say you fail. Because before the World Cup, I make you understand something. You come out after the World Cup, can't talk, say, the FA give you chance. This be chance they give you. The kind of coaching and selection you go do for Qatar, it be chance selection be that. Players, they bench. Players, they bench. Your first 11 you outline. Tell me which player it be better pass Kamaldeen. Be honest with yourself. We were at a point in time where nothing seems to be going right for the Ghana, the nation as a whole. The only thing we were feeding on was the national team. Coach Otto, you disappoint us. I tell you for a fact. The whole nation is facing an economic crisis. We all depended on Blackstars for some source of joy. The Blackstars became our nectar, and we Ghanaian nationals were the bees. I tell you something. They can't flop, you go flop for Qatar, make nobody deceive you. But I know they blame you. And they blame corporate Ghana. Because corporate Ghana knows say you have Borussia Dortmund at heart and the Ghana national team in your mind. It no go feel work like that. You can't date two girls at the same time. If nobody be bold enough to tell you, I tell you, you failed Ghanaians. Because the kind of materials you take go Qatar, make nobody deceive you, say it be average materials. The kind of materials you carry go Qatar, make nobody ever deceive you, say it be underdog materials. You have Kamaldeen Suleiman, Fatai Shawaku, Mohamed Kudus, Thomas Tey Yakubu Bate, Andre Dede Ayu. Make nobody deceive you today. For whatever you do right now, as you watch this video, say the materials you carry go Qatar be average materials. We gave you the word. We brought the word to your feet. Watch how happy Ghanaians were. Watch the excitement. The raw source of happiness Ghanaians were getting for the Blackstars. Mr. Kek Okreku, this was Ghanaians returning the love you begged them for. This be Ghanaians, they show you the love where you do on every single platform they beg them for. They give it to you for free, but you couldn't capitalize on it. We gave you raw love. We showed you the love you were on Twitter typing. Bring back the love. Bring back the wine. This be the love we gave you. What did you pay us back with? Heartbreak. Ghana gets penalty. You know, say at the talk before the tournament, say, make we stop the come out this revenge agenda for our mind inside. Make we go Qatar with renewed mindset, renewed energy, because we have a certain Luis Suarez in our group. You know, say at the mention of Luis Suarez, the devil in us starts panicking. Coach Otto, you fail Ghanaians, I tell you. See, you don't go tournament. You know, say the tournament, you have one player where the tournament where Luis Suarez caused that menace. He did the team inside. And that was the only surviving member of that squad. So you know, if you tell me, say, the day are you, at a point in time, you don't know about the Luis Suarez saga. You know, because he did part of that team where Luis Suarez make we whip that day. The day are you was part of that team. And that was the last surviving member. So why didn't you choose him to play the penalty? Once you know he has revenge on his mind, put revenge aside. You know, say psychologically, the day you know be okay. Because before the tournament, the match starts against Portugal, we hear say he lose in God's son. You understand? We hear say the day you lose in God's son. So still, not, you know, they're the right frame of mind inside. We are getting to hear after that match that the day you, as the Uruguay match they go on, they rush in daughter go hospital. Psychologically, we know say the day you, then you know be okay. You can't put double tragedy on a man in a single month, then you expect him to be okay. So where are the psychologists in the national team? Who side the day are you to pick up the match ball and play the penalty for Ghana against Uruguay? Coach Otto, you need to come out and explain to us. Otto, there's a point we are missing here. There's a point I don't understand here. Why do you have 26-man squad? Players they bench. Evidently, with the system, some players know they give them 100%. But then every time the match go start, you want to play them. Watch the video, then watch how Ghanaians they look. You spoil some people them a daily bread. Not forgetting that day be national holiday. How do you think I slept? Did you consider Ghanaian markets? Did you consider Ghanaian businesses? Event event organizers looking to capitalize on the Blackstars victory to sell their products. We're there in a country where nothing really they go on. Then on top of that, they can't add crisis like this. Otto, you disappointed me. I'm not talking for anybody, I'm talking for myself. You disappointed me as a Ghanaian. I am 101% disappointed in you. And to hear say after the World Cup self, you left San, go back to Borussia Dortmund is what is doing my head in. This be what they angry me self at Ache. Otto, how you go be part-time national team coach? What kind of story be this? Buedu, what did they do? Coach Buedu, what's not did they do? The House of Folk format coach, what's not did they do? Dr. Prosper Nateogu, a former Asante Kotoko national team coach. Why didn't you give the job to these two men? Because these two men are proven winners. Now look at angry Ghanaians, look at sad Ghanaians. I'm facing economic crisis. Now I have to come and face footballing crisis too. Are you expecting suicidal rates to go up? How do you think the average Ghanaian feels after watching the Ghana-Uruguay match? Did you ever think of Ghanaians? See, I don't know, say your tactics, you have them right, or you don't have a tactics at all. Because I tell you for a fact, say, the 26-man squad will give you, player for player, will be better than every single national team in that tournament. And they tell you, forget the Messis, forget the Ronaldos. The CAN squad will go the World Cup, it no be joke squad at all. Make nobody deceive you, say, well, yeah, players didn't do it. When the players be young, some of them, no, they don't need the exposure. They are playing top leagues. Our players are doing fantastic in Europe. We have the Arsenals, we have the Ajax, we have the Brightons. So what are you telling me about? What are you telling me about? What are you trying to sell to Ghanaians? Stop, they do that PR talk, say they don't give you room. The selection you do, and they tell you, no be your selection. People do selection for you. You know, I know. People do selection for you. This not be your selection. Because Coach Otto, if this be your selection, like I tell you, your striker self will be Felix Afenejan. You know for a fact. You know for a fact. If people them are selection know there your head top, you don't say Baba Rahman, you know go be your first half player. If people them are selection know they your neck top, Inaki Williams, you know go to play him full 90 minutes. Because now they monitor on a terrain, now they gel with the boys. So Coach Otto, you have an explanation to do. I am not satisfied with you coming out to tell Ghanaians that you want to thank the GFA for giving you room to operate, Coach Otto. You didn't have room to operate, you were suffocating. You were suffocating. They don't give you room. The selections you do from where they sit, and they tell you, say, if they tell you, say, this be your selection for the national team, then you don't know coaching. And they tell you, you don't have idea about coaching. Because the materials will give you go the World Cup. It be only few way I go fit talk say maybes. But the ones apart from the few I go fit mention say, every single player is 100% starter at every single national team. So stop the sell that kind of agenda for you. See Ghanaians. See how you shake the nation. It was a holiday, but I slept before 6 o'clock. I could hardly eat. I know my other Ghanaian brothers too could hardly eat. You know how many food you make it go waste? You know sad boys don't fold, but that day sad boys folded. You disappoint me, Coach Otto, because I kept warning you about your selection before the tournament. So I don't know why, for some strange reason, you decide say you go play deaf ears. Coach Otto, even though I wish you well in your future endeavors, I tell you, say you fail Ghanaians. Because I know plenty of coaches where, if you give them this national team, they go do better than you. And the angry part, the part they make my blood the boss sound be say, look at this. You go World Cup, you have the adjudged youngest squad in the tournament. Then after the tournament, you come, then your coach resign. Then you go bring new coach. Watch the players where they call them the 26-man squad, then call them go the World Cup. Watch how many players you go drop for inside. Then watch how many you go come put for inside again. How do you build a national team by changing different coaches? How do you build it? Because every single coach gets in DNA. Every single coach gets in playing style. Every single coach gets players where if you fix them into some kind of position, it will make sense for them. So I tell you, Coach Otto for a fact, say, you don't do anything for Ghana. Oh. You don't do anything for the national team because the 26-man squad where you call, where you left them behind. The next coach, he go come, he go drop like 11 or 12 for inside because into get players where if you say they go do better for him. By so doing, how do we build our national team? How do we get the national team to play one particular style? Because every single tournament, we have different players. Every single coach has different style of plays. So help us understand how you leaving your post to going back to Borussia Dortmund helps the Ghanaian national. Helps the Ghanaian football lover. You know, they make sense to me at all. Because I'm of the opinion that you have the youngest squad at the World Cup. You will stay for a while and build on it. Before you go the World Cup, we were the same people talking that before not carry you go because you get a commitment with Borussia Dortmund. But the same media made us believe that no, this be some no, Coach Otto, I'm highly disappointed in you. Hugely disappointed. I know my opinion might not count for anything, but I tell you because I get voice. And this be the platform where I no go forgive your misgivings. This is the platform where I know I can't kiss you. I go tell you how it is. You have disappointed us. You have to explain to the Ghanaian national team and the Ghanaian nationals how you came up with your selections. Because your selection against Uruguay was abysmal. Your selection against Uruguay, if it be you do that selection, then it was self-centered. It wasn't for the betterment of the Ghanaian nationals. A high-tempo match like this. How do you feel? Watch South Korea against Portugal. Then you go understand why they tell you, say, every single match you approach, tactically, you seem to be blind. You seem to have it wrong. You are dwelling on individual brilliance. That's how come you came up with a win against South Korea. It wasn't for any single tactical reasons. I they tell you for a fact. It was an individual tactical brilliance from Mohamed Starboy Kudus. That be why you get a South Korea win. If it not be so, as they on this same platform where I tell you, say, if you don't do things right, you go lose every single match for Qatar. If you only Starboy Kudus will come to your saving, you would have put my points right. Because it not be you there in charge of your selection. Stop the tell we say you there in charge of your which kind of selection you do. If the match against Portugal, if you select them, then you know the outcome. The match against South Korea, if you know the Starboy couldn't save you, like you go see the outcome. Watch the outcome against Uruguay. Why don't you get the players psyched? Why don't you let the psychologist in the team, if you have one, talk to the boys. Yo, boys, make you people forget this Luis Suarez fracas and the debacle for Uruguay. You are not there to fight. It happened long ago in South Africa. Years have passed by. Now you have the chance to regain and retain the image of Ghana. So make you stop the sell that revenge agenda, but still you had revenge in mind. Look at where it led you. Look at sad Ghanaians. Look at angry Ghanaians. You need to come and explain to us how you came up with your selections. Because something is not adding up. The mathematics is not adding up. The mathematics is not matching at all. There are some explanations Ghanaians need from you. Stop they tell the media, say, the GFA give you room to operate. This is not room to operate. They suck the air out of your lungs. So you are suffocating. You have to do better. I hope say you don't go manage Borussia Dortmund like you can't manage the national team. Because if that be what you get, then you don't get any kind of idea about what they do. I am hugely disappointed. But then again, who am I? I'm just a single Ghanaian with an opinion. You understand? So who am I? But once I have a platform, I will continue to speak my mind. Just like you have the national team where you make people do selection for you. This is my platform and I'll speak my mind. I'll speak the truth against your lies. You didn't do that selections for the national team in Qatar. Even if you did, you had a hand in the selection. It wasn't totally your selection. On that note, D for the bang. Make we day back then, we watch other national teams now. Because that is what we deserve as Ghanaians. Make we day back then, we clap for other national teams. Because they plan better. If you don't plan better, you are planning to fail. Before we go this tournament, and they tell you, people say, as people they do fasting and prayers, some teams they pray and they practice. As they do fasting and prayers, people they pray, they practice. They remove one for inside. They remove one F where they put another P for there. So instead of fasting and prayers, they were praying and practicing. Hard training, easy battle. The one you go put on for a knee, the Almighty go help and make you put on for a head top. You know, put on for ground and expect Almighty make you can't carry put your head top. You are all a bunch of naysayers. But on that note, V.A.R Uncovered will come back again very soon on your screens. As the Qatar trends take over, make you not forget, I'm still your host, Grandmaster, and this is Studio Stu Stevie Uncovered. I'll be back again. Make you no worry. Keep it locked on here. Continue to share our stuff. Turn on your notification. And remember, say, if because of you we dey do this, this be the only program where I dey speak what today your mind is, where you feel say nobody go speak and voice. Remember to take care of yourself and stay safe.
Gundogan! Breakthrough for Manchester City! One man's missile ball coming up with smiling. Oh! Just slipped it!
Studios 2 TV. The truth is here, in your eyes.